What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the brand new update that's going to be happening tomorrow. Now, we're going to be focusing on some specific parts here, you know, the Star Wars related things. However, we do have more stuff to actually showcase, such as a new Ferrari that will be releasing in the next game update and more, so stay tuned for all of that on this channel. Anyways, when it comes to all the content that's kind of happening right now with Fortnite, it appears that we have gotten a blog post that actually is going to tell us a lot about like the live event and stuff. So let me show this image on screen right now. This is a free pickaxe and free loading screen you can get just by logging into Fortnite between June 3rd at 9 AM Eastern time and June 10th at 9 AM Eastern time. So anytime between June 3rd to June 10th, you'll be able to actually unlock both the pickaxe and that loading screen entirely for free. Now keep in mind, this means that even when the next season starts, you will still have a few days where you can earn these rewards. So you don't have to like rush in to log in during the live event or anything like that. You don't have to even go to the live event. You just have to log in during that specific time frame. But on top of that, there is some more stuff to talk about, such as the event itself. The event will be starting on June 7th when the Death Star is most susceptible to attack, and it will actually be happening at 2 PM Eastern time. Now you will be able to queue into this starting at 12 PM Eastern time, but it won't actually start until 2 hours later. And in this LTM or mini event playlist, you'll be able to jump into and pilot an X-Wing or Imperial TIE fighter while you're waiting for the event to begin. I assume it'll be kind of like a Team Rumble situation where there's a lot of, you know, X-Wings and TIE fighters that you're able to drive around. It can just be like a dogfight between other players until the event actually does start. But I would still recommend, you know, making sure you're in there a little bit early. Even if you don't go there right at 12 PM, you know, 2 hours early, make sure you're getting there like an hour to an hour and a half early, just so you know you can at least log in and experience this live event. However, this is a season-ending live event, meaning that once the event does actually happen at 2 PM Eastern time, the servers will be going into an immediate downtime right afterwards, and the new season, Chapter 6 Season 3, because this is a mini-season technically, will be launching and, you know, slowly releasing on all the platforms right after, meaning that we're going to be having an afternoon launch of a new season. There'll be a lot of leaks tomorrow following the live event itself, and we'll probably have a daily double upload on this YouTube channel. Now, as a few things to actually mention about this live event for when it goes live and everything, it is called the Death Star Sabotage, and it will be in that Buy Epic Discovery tile in the Discovery menu, but they do mention that once the countdown reaches 0, you'll be on your way to the Death Star Sabotage, and you'll be able to play with some friends because it will support parties up to 4 players, meaning you and 3 other people. You won't be able to go in with a full lobby of like 16 plus players or anything like that, but it is nice to see that you'll at least be able to go in with a few friends and enjoy this experience together. And then they also mentioned that Fortnite is available on everywhere, so you'll be able to experience this event whether you're on Android, whether you're on Xbox, whether you're even on like Xbox Cloud Gaming, Amazon Luna, Nvidia GeForce Now. Every platform is actually going to be enabled to experience this live event as it happens. But of course, the live event isn't the only thing we have to talk about, because if I show you this image on screen right now, we have to talk about the Star Destroyer Bombardment that's actually going to be activating starting May 29th with the release of V35.20. When this update comes out, a Rift Gate will spawn in Battle Royale and Zero Build matches, similar to how Godzilla worked in the past, and if you're the first person to find and use that Rift Gate, you'll be transported to the capital ship along with any of your actual teammates, where you'll be able to actually rain down destruction from above, aka those giant green laser beams. You will be able to shoot that down onto the Fortnite map. Players on the ground below will see the Star Destroyer actually slowly strafing in a straight path overhead, and its cannons can instantly destroy structures and deal significant damage to anyone struck by a direct hit, so be careful if you aren't lucky enough to actually become a pilot of the ship. Now, this isn't going to be an OP thing that lasts forever because it follows that straight path like I mentioned, and when the ship reaches the end of its path, the pilots will be auto-ejected and rifted back into the battlefield. So it's not like Godzilla where it has a health bar or anything that you're able to deplete in order to, you know, get rid of the enemy. It is a situation where it is basically God mode for the short amount of time that it's enabled, but it has a restricted pathline that actually goes down that only you will be able to actually follow before it eventually kicks you out and stuff. So, you know, it does have its own little nerfs here and there, and I assume they'll have hot fixable values for how long they want that path to actually last. And then also starting May 29th, we have some brand new Twitch rewards that you'll be able to actually get by doing one of those like Twitch extension events where you actually have to like collect certain icons that randomly appear on your screen, which when you complete will give you a bundle of 5 sprays. It is not this right here where it is 5 sprays in one spray. It is instead a bundle where each one of those logos will have its own spray that you'll be able to use. So don't worry about being like, oh, this is kind of a weird spray to actually get, especially for like, you know, a whole entire situation where you have to do like an online event or whatever. You will be able to get each of those sprays individually, so they're not all combined, but you still have to go to those actual, you know, Twitch streams with the extension enabled and actually click on the little things that show up. However, there are also more limited time items that you'll be able to get entirely for free. Firstly, if you have your Twitch account linked to your Epic Games account, regardless of if you participate or not, you will get the free Darth Jar Jar emoticon added to your game without any extra strings attached. You don't have to get all the other sprays, you don't have to go to Twitch streams and click all the buttons, you just need the 2 accounts to actually be linked. Now, we do know there's some situations where if you've had your account linked for like 6+ months before, it might not give you the reward, so once this goes live on May 29th, if you don't see the free reward of the emoticon after like a day or 2, unlink your Twitch account from your Epic Games account and re-link it, and then you should be good to go. However, there is also a stretch community goal. Every item collected through the Galactic Battle Twitch extension contributes to the community goal, and once that goal is reached, anyone who has at least collected 1 item from the Twitch extension, which is those random things that appear on screen that you actually have to click to collect, will receive the Galactic War loading screen in Fortnite entirely for free. As a little bit of an explanation what this loading screen is, basically think about it as the key art you see when you launch Fortnite. You know that whole entire thing where we have Palpatine at the bottom, you have like Eevee in the top left, you have Darth Jar Jar in the top right. The loading screen you see whenever the game actually launches is the free little bonus reward that you'll be able to get, which is pretty nice to see them actually doing. I love when they actually give out previous key arts as bonus rewards that you can get in game, because it just kind of gives me a reason to want to reminisce about that season even more. But of course, you still have to somewhat participate in the actual event by collecting at least 1 item in order to qualify for that free reward. It's not a system where you can go ahead and just be like, oh, I have my Twitch linked, you know, I got the free Darth Jar Jar emoticon, I should be good. You have to somewhat at least start your progression. Now, this does mean going into a Twitch stream, kind of, you know, being intended and everything else, having everything linked up, and waiting maybe 5 to 10 minutes for an icon to show on screen, but luckily it's going to be a lot easier than if you were actually trying to go for the whole entire spray bundle, because as we've seen with the spray bundle, it's going to be a situation where there's a chance you could get a duplicate item you've already gotten before, and you need at least 1 icon that is unique for each item that's actually in the collection in order to qualify for the spray bundle. So, you know, starting off getting that loading screen from community goal, it's going to be super easy. Getting the emoticon, it's going to be so easy you don't even have to really focus on it. But if you want the sprays, it could potentially take like an hour or 2 in order to actually get all of the different rewards that you'll need to qualify for the free spray and everything else. So just kind of keep that in mind. And with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoy today's YouTube video. We have a huge update tomorrow, which will be adding new cosmetics, you know, for our collaboration, new Sith Rey or Apprentice Rey cosmetics as well. So a lot of stuff to kind of keep our eyes out for. But of course, I'm going to be saving that for the showcase and everything else that we will be doing next time. So until then, like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So peace out.